Hey, what's up, everybody? Rob Sower here with Sower Real Estate at Keller Williams. Um, I don't know why, but it feels like the last email newsletter or video was a long time ago. And um, I think that maybe that's just because of all the stuff that's been going on. Maybe with the way the market is, time seems to be slower. and not, which of course we'll get into that here in a little bit. I think maybe some of it is just simply that with all of the setup, like I've got my new office I'm setting up here. Obviously, still have the office in Boise that is up and running. But setting up the office, I had new technology I had to deal with, a lease return for the old computers I had. Which, if any of you have dealt with that, or if any of you are thinking about doing a leasing, let me put it that way, don't do it. Just buy your stuff. It's way easier, way better. So I think that maybe that's why it seems like it's been so long. I don't know. You guys time probably is, it's flying by just like normal for you guys. But I've had those things happening, so it seems like it's been a long time. So anyway, that being said, hope you guys are doing well. We're obviously getting into the winter time, seeing a little bit of snow here and there in certain areas. And so I'm kind of excited about that for the snow season. And before jumping into the market stats, I do also want to say thank you to all the veterans out there that have served in the armed forces. I think I've told some of you guys in the past that I come from a family that has served quite a bit in the military. My dad was a helicopter pilot in the Marines, and my brother was in the Navy, and somehow I missed that whole military service. But I do appreciate everyone that has served. So, okay. So that being said, let's talk about the market dynamics. We've got kind of a continuation of what we've been seeing, this slowdown, this cool off, all of the impact from the interest rates being higher. It is definitely taking a toll on the temperature of the market. And again, like we've mentioned before, I don't think that's really rocket science or not rocket science. It's not news to you guys. I think it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize some of those things that are going on. However, I'm going to put a few numbers to that that might help. So as we talk about pretty much every time, for anyone that's new, quick review. This chart right here that we're going to talk about, that's also part of the email newsletter, that shows you the past 12 months of what's been going on. The red line that kind of fluctuates, that's the active homes on the market. The dark, like this black colored line, that's how many went sold that month. And then the lighter colored gray line, that one is the one that tells you what went under contract that month. So for example, for October, we have 1,259 homes that are active, and that's existing, okay? That's not new construction. Active homes on the market for Ada County. Now, last month for September, it was 1,482, so definitely a drop. Some of that is seasonal. Some of it, in my opinion, is other things. But and then for our pendings, we're at 401, whereas last month for September, we were at 512. Closed transactions, we were at 501 for October, whereas September it was 525. So obviously seeing a seasonal kind of slowdown there. However, I do also think that we've got some impact from just the interest rates. I think that honestly a lot of people are not really sure what to do, and they're kind of just waiting around to see how the higher interest rates and everything else kind of plays out. And I think you really see that more in the pending sales. I think the pending tells you more of what the current temperature is of the market. And if you look, like we're at 401, if you look back to October of 2021, for that same month, there was 771 pending. Now, we also had 739 active on the market at that time too. So totally different market in the span of 12 months. Now, let's see, our average home sale price is at 610 for Ada County. Last month it was 609. So that's bumped up a little bit, but I think you're going to see that come down before the end of the year and even into the first quarter, because we're just seeing price reductions. The other thing that I will mention is, and I put this in here on my own little notes, this inventory is 2.2 months. And in my little note there, I don't know if you can see it, it says it's down from 2.5 from the previous month, but then I also say that that's very misleading. And what I mean by that is that if you were to look just simply at the statistics and say, oh, it went from 2.5 months of inventory down to 2.2, well, that's like good. That's great, right? As far as strengthening the market, becoming more of a seller's market. And on paper, that's true. In practice, I think that's a bunch of baloney. I think that it's nothing like that. The sellers they're taking longer to sell. They're having to do more price reductions. And simply because of this ratio here between what's active on the market and what's been pending and sold, that kind of ticks that number down for inventory, but it doesn't really indicate what's going on in the market, like what people are actually experiencing day to day. So anyway, I would expect that we're going to see kind of a continuation of that, at least for a little while. I do feel pretty strongly that people are kind of taking a bit of a breather on some things, and they're trying to catch their breath about what's been going on. We had the interest rates going up so quickly, in such a short amount of time, that I still think that people don't really know how to process that. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about the real estate market, whether it's in the Boise area or in North Idaho, like near Coeur d'Alene and stuff, let me know. And like I say always, whether or not it's a good time for you to buy or sell, that depends. And until I know your situation a little bit better, I can't say. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful for you guys, and hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.